Here's the big question for today. How is it possible for individuals who are economically poor, socially restricted, physically challenged, and or nearly illiterate to become champions fulfilling ministry beyond anyone's expectations? Maybe you want to repeat the question so that it kind of soaks in, because there's 4 different statements there. As the teacher, have a short list ready of your own to share with the class. If it is not covered by members of your class, then you might want to share them. Here's a thought that I would give to you. Why some of these people were successful. They saw a need and were willing to serve. They had a distinct divine call from God. Third possibility, they possessed personal skills for the task, were a willing vessel for the operation of spiritual gifts, willing to learn new skills. Some examples of these might be the well-known D.L. Moody, Dwight L. Moody, 19th century evangelist who gave up his lucrative shoe selling business and his goal to make $100,000. $100,000 in the middle 19th century, 1800s, would have put you as an extremely wealthy person. And he gave those up in order to become a poor evangelist. It is said that his fiancée Emma committed to being the wife of a wealthy man, and when she married him, he was a pauper. How about Fanny Crosby? Blind, became a college teacher, wrote almost 9,000 hymns. And her desire and hope was that 1 million souls would come to Christ through her songs. And she kept some kind of a record when she would have people respond to how many people were accepting Christ through her music. More contemporary, how about Johnny Erickson Tatum? Many of you know her story, paraplegic at age 17 because of a diving accident. But she's known for her paintings with a paintbrush held in her mouth, her spiritually encouraging books, her radio broadcasts. And one of the things about listening to her, she's not afraid to share sometimes the struggle she goes through and how the Lord has taken and made a difference. Some of you may have never heard of one of our missionaries by the name of Robert Reeser. There was a need for a missionary to go to India who was not American. He was Canadian. He said that he and his wife never felt a call to missions, but there was a need, and so they went. At a great sacrifice, his wife contracted a disease that eventually took her life. Maybe there's some men and women closer home to you who have risen to be wonderful examples of serving Christ against all seeming natural odds. One last thing to consider for this class is the social customs in this lesson. Deborah fulfills the role of a judge in a male-dominated society. It wasn't heard of. Also, Jael's killing of Sisera has her as a fighter for Israel. Plus, there's one other little item there. No man was to enter a married woman's tent without her husband being there. So she had every right to put the tent peg through his head.